This video is a video about consciousness and about our perception of reality. Coming back from training called ISTA, this was ISTA level 2, I had a conversation in the car about some of my understandings and how I perceive reality and some of the practices that have led me to my current perception of reality. And the person that I was sharing with asked me after if I would record videos of the concepts of the things that I shared in the conversation. And so here it is. It's feeling vulnerable to share this, but I'm gonna push through. This is content that needs to be experienced. It's content that is for the mind, but includes some practices to hopefully help you get to the realizations in your body of these concepts. I think that the realization, the embodiment of some of these concepts and feeling them in your body versus just understanding them with the mind is key to really making those things land. That being said, for me, I needed to have the mental piece, the mental puzzle piece, before I was able to actually feel those things in my body and understand them on a certain level. And so the first piece and the first practice, and I will talk about the practice first and a little bit more about what comes with it. So the practice is an introception, extroception practice. Introception is the feelings inside of you, so inside of the limits of your skin, and extroception is your sensory perception outside of yourself. And so if you're looking at a door, you're doing extroception. If you're feeling pain inside of your body, that is introception. It's something that's happening inside of you. And so to start, what I invite you to do is to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, and I will do it with you. And already noticing that those deep breaths that you're taking, the feeling of breathing is an introception feeling. So all of the feelings related to breath are introception. The way you perceive your body and the way you feel the breath is all happening inside of your body. And so already that's a connection to your inner sense. And as you connect with your breath, you can then close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, you can jump and dive inwards. And diving inwards, I want you to look in your felt sense and your sensations and to find the core of you. Whatever that is for you, go to the very core of your being and bring all of your perception into that core. And so everything that you are, everything that you consider the self, you bring yourself into that space. All of your consciousness is now inside of this core of your being. And so this is the deepest you can go inwards. It's you. There's nothing further inwards than that space. And that's where I want you to go. Now, from that space, the invitation is to slowly expand outwards and expand your perception outwards inside of you. From that core of your being, You're now expanding your perception out, and you're starting to look. And as you're looking, you're gonna find, as you're expanding, you're gonna find the limit of your skin. And so you're gonna, in your sensory perception, and it can help to touch your skin. So you can touch the back of your hand or your arm, wherever feels comfortable for you. Bring your perception to the outer layer of the physical self. And so this is where your physical body stops. And it is also the limit between introception and extroception. So this is the limit between your perception of your inner body versus the perception of outside of your body, so outside of your physical, and you're now going out into the world. And so once you find the limit of your skin in your perception, once you find your skin, I want you to open your eyes. Now, all of your perception is on your skin with your eyes open. So you're at the limit of your physical body. And as you perceive out into the world, I want you to stay connected to that sense of perception. And I want you to look for the limit once you go out into your extroception. So once you start looking at the world and find, just as you found the border between your physical self, so your skin, find where in the world it stops being you. Look for that limit. Just as you found the limit of your physical self, now, as you look into the world, in your perception, find where it stops being you. And you might be listening to this where there's other beings. And as you project outwards, notice if you can find the limit. Notice if you can find where it stops being you and it starts being them. In your sensory perception, are you able to find that limit? Are you able to find this delimitation between self and other? And I'm not talking about their energetic field, because you maybe feel that, but where does the sensation stop being you? Where are the sensations coming from? When you perceive the world, where is that perception happening? So as you look for that limit, come back, try to adjust, try to find it, and you can come back to your skin and come back out and modulate that, your perception, to try to find in the space in your perception where that is, and keep looking for it. The practice is to keep looking for where it stops being you. And as you do that practice, going out into the world, and you can do this practice on the bus, you can do this practice anywhere. It's something that I find useful to come back to often. Yeah. And I won't give you the answer in this video as to where this leads. Keep playing with it before you jump to the next one. The realizations of this exercise are foundational for what comes after.